So what's up? Are we recording? I do not know. Okay, yes, we are back with no huddle, keeping it real slash keeping it real podcast, and this time we are doing a video because you can see me. So you can see my jersey in the back. Pat Mahomes. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I was always right. I like the Chiefs and I like the Ravens. So shut up, Mar. I know you talking about well, you got three. No, the Ravens I was a Browns. I was the original Ravens fan, which was the original Cleveland Browns, who turned into the Ravens. So if the Chiefs don't make it, my second best team, but actually right now I got the Ravens as a little bit better team than the Chiefs, but I still got the Chiefs as my number one pick for the AFC. And of course I'm a Cowboys fan. We'll talk about what the Cowboys gonna do. Um, but if you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, do all that. Use my code Third Coast Gaming on SeatGeek. If you haven't known, if you don't know what it is, so the app you download on your phone, put my code in, and you will get $20 off your first order if you spend over $50. So you get two tickets for $50. Get the $20 off. You're really paying 30. So you pretty much buy one get one free type deal. If you two tickets, whatever. Because let's say you go to a con, you got it don't have to be football game. It don't got to be basketball, baseball. You can go to a concert or fucking whatever. Anything that's probably that costs tickets is probably on SeatGeek. But we're supposed to have maybe I think for sure next week we'll have it. We'll have a special guest. We're gonna have one of my friends, our friend me and CJ. Her name's Juanita. The girl, if you on YouTube, y'all remember the story I said about the girl who the cute girl who kind of broke my heart or something, or the like. But it's not we haven't she's not gonna be on the show for that. It's because she has a business now. She does she cooks. She does all. She pretty much really popular and on social media, Instagram now. She got a bunch of followers over there. So we're gonna talk to her, and I'll tell you the story about how I met her and stuff though next week. And as you see, CJ's not here with me. I want everybody to do this. Just if you know him, if you don't know, if you listen to this from my YouTube side, the guys who just watch me do Madden and stuff, Mike and Ghost and Roses and more and all y'all, I can just drop a comment. Just drop it in the comment section. Just to send a prayer up for CJ. Just want to get into business or people what's going on. Just know that at this time we need just everybody just um, give CJ some love. Just say hey, I'm praying for you. Or just hey, how you doing? Or how you just say something nice. Like Pat McAfee say something nice. It might change their life. Just if you everybody on Facebook who see already know who CJ is. So I'm just saying we all just need to do that. Just say something nice. Like I say, we ain't got to get into specifics of what's going on. Just know, we all need to just say something nice for CJ. Do something, do whatever. Just keep that in your head. And with that being said, man, the show must go on. We will keep it. He's gonna be back. We're not gonna. It ain't. We Pisces and we don't show emotion. Like I said, I don't show emotion about stuff. I might be mad as hell at somebody, and you'll never know it. I might be really happy, and I might be looking crazy, like looking mad, like I'm not. Everything is inside. We keep everything inside. And I think I always thought these zodiac signs didn't mean nothing doodly squat, but it these type of I'm a Pisces. He's a Pisces. We are me and him are like exactly the stuff he does. We're exactly the same. The stuff he likes, I like the stuff he does. We're like exactly alike. It's crazy, but it's crazy. But let's get into first of all. Let's just go ahead and just wrap this up with the high school football because we don't want to just keep drawing it on because it's already over, and we already know what happened. Chopper Hill lost 26-0. And a lot of people was talking about, and another thing we wanted to get, we'll probably still have our thoughts on it because Juanita wanted to, she even made a point about it. We was talking and about how they was like the fans, the parents are just bashing these kids. Oh, They did all this hard work to get there. Then y'all once they get there and they get beat, oh y'all want to laugh and point and say ha, but y'all didn't put in the work like they see like so I know like us me and see our show we always gonna keep it real. We gonna be objective. We gonna be critical when it's time. We gonna do the but we never gonna come out and say this guy sucks. This kid sucks. But the coaches, me, this I can't speak for CJ because we never. But for me, if a coach is garbage or just doing something terrible, I'll point that out. I remember I pointed out what Coach Holmes was doing plenty of times. That that one. So if we ever say something bad about something or just somebody's not doing something, specifically we can say about the coach. Coach, y'all grown men. Coach is not. And what I wanted to say is I wanted to make this point and just be done with it. And like I said, I don't want to say I'm bashing this person because me and this, I know this guy, not super good. Me and him, my cousin, played football together. They was on the same class. So I'm sure Antoine Bush. I believe he. I don't know. Like, get me right. I don't want to be wrong. He's either def, he's either like the wide receiver coach or offensive coordinator or something at Chapel Hill now. Now, the one reason I point this out is he was at John Tyler previously. He was the offensive coordinator, and we seen a kind of a trend where the thing with JT a lot of times was just never adjusting to something and never coming out and making adjustments. We seen kind of this new John Tyler on the Woods. They came out in the second half and almost pretty much they beat that McKinney North team, even though they took the touchdown away. They was down 34-7 and came back and lost by like 1 point because they adjusted. Now with Bush, I felt like his offense was always just it was just something about it where it wasn't moving the way it should. Like, yeah, they had good times in there, but I could see the trend in the second half was they wasn't adjusting to the defense and doing anything different. It was they gonna read option RPO. He'd give it to Brisbane gonna hand it to number four, who is what's his name? I thought of his name. I know what I'm talking about. I don't know why the names existed, but pretty much it was just like up the middle, every time, up the middle. And they wasn't doing nothing different with it. And people understand, like, damn, can y'all adjust to the, like, you see that they're keen on that. And ironically, CJ, the linebacker, was the one just clogging the play every time CJ on the tackle. So I feel like I said I don't know if he's the coordinator or what, or he has something to do with the offense, but it's this Antoine Bush offense. He can be good, but I feel like he just needs to open up more and do a little bit more, just because it seemed like this team just wasn't ready. They just wasn't ready to play this game, or just mostly out coach. I don't think if you get done by blown out by 0 and don't score a point, a lot of it got to do with the players. Yes, it's a good team, but most of it's got coaching. Because y'all could have at least got 7, but I did pick this team to go before the playoffs even started, before the season. I said this team's gonna go to state. I was right about that, but I wanted to bring up a point though. Speaking of high school football, I want to pick up something. So we're gonna put this into Rashad Mendenhall said. We all know what he said on social media. He said, "I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football." He wrote, "Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace Pro Bowl with an all black versus all white bowl, so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football? I'm better than it. Sick goat." Well, he said I'm better than y'all's goat, but he says Brady. So a lot of people having fun with this. Pat McAfee was having fun with, like, yeah, if we do a draft, who gets Pat Mahomes? We gotta get Pat Mahomes because he's more black than he is white, I would say. And people, but this is my thing about that, man. We talk about this on the forum all the time. I told you this on the forum about the guys from Longview who was bashing me and CJ about our podcast, saying we don't know what we're talking about. Um, and I said most of the guys are some average, overweight white guys that wear glasses. Remember that? I told y'all that. Um, the thing about this, man, white by black people, black us, we've been dominating the sports a lot, in a lot of sports. I think it's taking over everything besides maybe baseball, golf. Even though Tiger Woods he did golf. Wait, let's say hockey. Maybe there's a black guy in hockey now. There's a few black people in hockey. I didn't even know this, y'all. Literally, there's a black guy in hockey on ESPN that knows hockey, and he sounds so much like a white guy. He sounds so not black. Like he sounds like his voice is fake. I swear to God. If y'all know who I'm talking about, I don't know this dude's name. I gotta go look it up. But it's a black guy that be commentating on hockey. Whenever you go to whenever hockey starts back up, or whenever they start talking about hockey, and there's a black guy talking about it, listen to this guy talk. I swear to you. But we got a lot of sports, right? We a lot of black. There's white guys good at sports. There's white guys in basketball, white guys in baseball, white guys in football, blah blah blah. So we're going talking about white guy was a black team. So in the NFL, an all white versus all black team probably wouldn't. It was you're gonna have. I mean, they got some dogs over there. J.J. Watt type, T.J. Watt with Bosa's. The pass rush is gonna be excellent. The linebackers are gonna be pretty great too. But the only thing about that is you gotta go to the secondary. Who's gonna be the secondary? So you have to get some mixed guys, maybe Cortland Finnegan or something. Who else would you say? We already know running back Christian McCaffrey. They would have Brady or Aaron Rodgers. They got quarterbacks. Only thing would be secondary. They would have to put some linebackers. That was probably the only reason the black team would probably overpower them because they don't have no secondary. Who's gonna cover the Jeffersons and the Julio Jones and the Browns and whoever? Because the quarterback. Who would be the quarterback for the all black team? Like I mean, I would say Pat Mahomes. I would go Pat Mahomes. This is my lineup. Go Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and for my third string, if you need a third string, I would go just for this game. I would go Cam Newton. I go Cam Newton. Prime Cam Newton. I think running backs. We're gonna go for this just to say, okay, running backs for people who are just playing right now. For the black team, I guess we would have to go. Who's a good one? Who's really running backs are really not great, but they're doing okay. I mean, the Falcons, Bijan Robinson, Bijan Mustard. I'll say I put him there. I put Bijan. I would go Bijan. But they got from the Rams, Williams. He'd be a good one. Um, who else is like who's the black running backs? Like I know. I mean, I can go with the typical legend receivers like the Daniel Thomasons, the Barry Sanders. I'm talking about some, but the guys that are in the game right now. Speaking of that, let's just look. Let me see something. I feel like it's not no great fucking. It's not no great. It's not no standout black running backs right now in the game. Cordell Patterson, that's the good one. Le'Veon Bell. I'm looking at like the Madden. They got some running backs. I think we can all agree that Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the NFL right now. He's a white guy. Zach Mouse, Montgomery, uh, Dalvin Cook. Okay, Dalvin Cook's one. I'd go Dalvin Cook, Travis Etienne. He's a good one. Najee Harris. Oh, Derrick Henry. Why am I? I'm not tripping. Derrick Henry. I'm going Derrick Henry, B. John Robinson, and my third guy would be Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Yeah. And for my receivers, we can put anybody there. I'm going Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, C.D. Lamb, A.J. Brown. I'm gonna take those three, and bam. But the one thing we can't say, the Mendenhall can't, at least in Texas, he didn't mention this. Well, he didn't. He failed to realize this. But an all white team versus an all black team has happened before. Yes, it's happened before. And the most recently, and it's happened in the state championship game, South Oak Cliff versus PNG, which people say there was pass interference, there was not pass interference. There were, I seen the picture, he did hold him, but I don't know if you call that or not. But that's a pretty all white team. But from my remember, it was 2018 John Tyler versus Highland Park. Highland Park, the team that should have lost that state championship, that they should have lost that game, and JT should have won and went to state and beat that team that Highland Park beat. They was up 34-14, and they mounted a comeback. Highland Park did, and the controversial holding call that was not a holding. That I say they still the referees gave the game right. But my point is, in Texas, there's a bunch of teams, all white teams, that are some dogs, and I don't know if it's um training or coaching, whatever. But seems like these all white teams play some of the best football you can see. The Lake Travises, the Highland Parks, the you could probably say Alito. Alito does have some black kids and that are real, like the running back they had this year. But teams like that, they seem like they play fundamental football. They're gonna run the fundamental, great route run receivers. White House has Pat Mahomes. When he had his receiver, he has a few. He has some. It was a guy. I forgot this guy. I think he was the quarterback before Pat Mahomes became quarterback. But he was a white guy. He was pretty tall. There was a few of them, but this guy was kind of pretty tall and he could run. And those boys was balling. So like, if you put a all white team here in Texas against all black, we've seen it, and these all white teams are pretty good. Like I said, Lake Trappers used to just dominate for a long time. Highland Park dominant, but now we see DeSoto and stuff. Now DeSoto is, and that might be a interesting thing for next year because JT might have to look at and see DeSoto and Highland Park in the district at the same time. That's gonna be a district of doom. So all the Tyler High fans, this is the part where I talk about Tyler High and the Lions. They got a good team, but if they got to see DeSoto and Highland Park, my bet is who comes out of that district first place is the state champion. Because now they still got to, and then mind you, in the playoffs you're going to have to face Alito and this Anna team that beat Chopper Hill. They're moving up, so they're being 5A. Plus the Sotos, the Highland Parks. It's if you the state champion who gets the playoffs and beats all those teams or any few of those teams, they deserve it. They deserve it all the way. And it's like, hey, what can you can't deny it. They deserve it. But yeah. So with all that being said, we will cut the high school. We ended right there. We'll see what happens next year. But moving on, man. So I wanted to point out this, and I wanted to talk about this because I think this is something that a lot of women need to listen to, and that's the social media and how I think women take social media a little more serious than men do. And let me tell you what I mean before you go about like y'all women go about, oh, what are you talking about? I don't take social media. If you don't care about no social media, me yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, you do. Let me tell you why. So I know you've ever been like on this scrolling through Facebook and Twitter, and you'll see a female post like a screenshot of all her messages that she doesn't read, and be like, look at all these guys in my inbox that I'm not replying to. Or look at this guy that said all this stuff in my inbox. I'm gonna show you everybody what he said. So they gotta screenshot it and put it on social media so everybody can look at it and make them feel important. Oh, or there's a lot of I'm taking a break from my page. Women always do this. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna delete my page because I need time for me to. Okay, nobody cares. If you're gonna take a break off, take it off. If you didn't tell us, that means you wanted attention. You just want attention to get back. No, if you want to stop my, delete my page for a while, or get the fuck on. We don't give a damn. Just don't tell us. But my point is, women take this, they take more serious because they feel like their social media is their outlet to be in. These whole things, they think like my social media page is my whole life, where I feel like I'm better than everybody. I can get that celebrity status that I wish I had, but I can't get. Like I can, these women that they see like the Nicki Minaj's and the Megan Thee Stallions, they probably get millions and thousands of messages all the time. You might get 10, 11 messages from dudes, and you want to act like them because you know if a dude sends Megan a message on Twitter or something or Instagram, 9 times out of 10 she's not reading it, or she just ignores it at least. And so these women, they think they're cute, like they want to be that, they want to act like that. Let me I want to be like a superstar now because I want these guys to message me, but I'm not going to read their message because I'm too important to read their message, and I'm not. They're not on my level type. Even though the same hoes that think they're so high up there are the same ones texting another dude asking them for $20 or something. Take buy me some food, or they can't even give you $20 because they are not working. They need money. They need this. They need this. That's why I was like, they take such much so important because it's a lot of these women. Social media is their life. So when you got a bunch of followers, you get a bunch of likes on your picture, they head blow up. And I told myself I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop making these women feel important because I used to just send messages and hearts and stuff, and just see most 9 times if I send you a message or heart eyes or something, like, hey, most of the time I was bumping to let you know this. Most of the time I was bored. I'm not really that into you. Most of the time it's bored, and I just want to see what you would say. I really wasn't that into you. So you can screenshot and do all this. Especially the one CJ posted this before. He was like, some of those women they put that smash or pass, and a lot of them was talking about pass. Oh, pass. I'll pass on him. My auntie might like you, but I don't know. Oh, no hard pass. That's because they want to like looks, and So since you women y'all so stuck on looks and stuff, the niggas that y'all stuck on, that one nigga that y'all really stuck on, that y'all think looks so good, this nigga can't take you out he can't even buy you something from McDonald's. He can't afford you. He can't even afford shit from Wendy's. This nigga can't afford nothing. But y'all so stuck on that nigga because he looks, and he sells some weed every now and then to get $10, $20. Y'all stuck on that. And the dudes that y'all be ignoring, those are dudes that they got businesses and all the guys like us. The women, y'all, I'm part of them. I know people might not think I'm that great looking. You look at me now, you probably don't. I don't know. I don't care. But we got more stuff going on. We can buy stuff that you thought you that your little Tyrone over there with the bright hair and the dreads and all that. He can't afford that, or he can't take you to do some shit. I done been places where you were like, wow, I've never been there before. Because of you, I was there. Like and I don't try. Like I said, it's not about impressing somebody and stuff. Like I said, when I go places, especially now I'm going out, I don't give a damn about looking good for you hoes. I might go out just like this because I'm not impressing nobody no more. What's the difference? Especially people you see every day. What's the difference? But y'all women take the social media so important. Y'all want to just blast stuff and just broadcast everything. Everything. If somebody, if you don't want to try some nigga, don't do it. Okay. Don't tell us all the dudes that you ignoring and you can't and you're not talking to, or all the messages you get from stuff, or the dude you laughing at this, that. I don't care. It don't matter. Cause like some of the ugliest niggas that y'all talking about are the ones that, even though it's a fact, I know this, some of the ugliest niggas is knocking down all y'all niggas, women, wives, girlfriends, and everything. Trust me, it's a fact. I know this. I know this. I can call them up right now. I'm telling you, I know this. It's not, and no, sponsor me, Milo's Tea. I love y'all. I know for a fact right now, women with men, with boyfriends, wives, who ain't faithful. Trust me, I know it's not me speculating. It is facts. It's in my phone. It's on messages. It's what we talk about. People, the dudes that y'all might think is ugly. My POA, it's a fact. I'm not gonna tell you all the secrets, all the lies, and who's doing what. But just know it's a fact. So if you thought you was so in love with your girl, check her phone one day. Do a loyalty test. I said this before in my podcast before. Switch phones one day with her. You might see something you won't see. I made that mistake one time, and I was looking through the phone, my ex, and crazy. Cause me and her are real good friends today. We ain't together, we don't do nothing like that. But I looked through the phone one day and I seen a picture. I saw a video of the shit of her doing some shit with a nigga. The dude sent the video to her, and I couldn't do what the fuck I'm gonna do. It didn't happen now, but yeah, we argued for a minute. And that was crazy. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, but yeah, this I need y'all women to calm down on the social media, to calm down on the being so I'm high, I'm uppity guy, cause you really ain't that all that. You really not. This you really not. It's just a handful of two, three people that I can say that are really, really that them women like that would make me be like, I would want to send you a message and I would pay for it. I would take you somewhere. And it's just a fact. Not all of y'all are. Some of y'all just people just be bored. Like I said, next week if Juanita comes, I can tell you she's one of them that I would probably. So if she comes on next week, we can ask her opinion on this. But she since I know her and I've talked to her a lot, she's one of the women that if I wanted to message, I would message. I would not message her like I did because I'm bored or something. So anyway, TD Jakes. Everybody talking about TD Jakes. And he's talking about this nigga being at Diddy's parties. So these are they preachers and the religion. It's crazy because I don't know what to feel about religion no more. But like I know not like it's like this. Let me see, man. First, let me get into the religion part. So like my thoughts on like religion, God, and heaven, hell, Jesus being all that stuff. I believe still, right? But it's like I've came to learn things as I've got older about like how everything, how this world is, and what happens after we leave or something. We don't know, but I've came to realize that some of these things that we've been taught all our lives, some of this stuff isn't what we think it is. Like I said, this guy, T.D. Jakes, everybody knows that preachers and religious guys, they don't never being like homosexuality and stuff should not be a thing in the Christian world, right? But you know these people are so undercover. You never know who. You never know. You following this guy this whole time, and this guy's been saying all this stuff, but in the back of your head, and he's lying to y'all, telling do this, and the whole time he doing what you saying not to do. But some of these things that happen, like in religion, like just say like the pagan holidays like Christmas and stuff and Easter, they was all made by like the pagan or something like that. So like Easter was a whole different thing from what we know. It was way more drastic, and I don't want to tell you off the first. It's like they was hiding, instead of hiding eggs, they were like men would hide themselves, and people, the other men would go look for them. If you found them, and if you found the guy, they could do sexual acts with each other, like men and men. It was stuff like that. And, and some of the stuff how they say like to keep the black people in check, they would tell you things back in the slavery day, like if you don't do this or you go to hell. So a lot of the slaves and stuff followed the Bible because of this. Some of the stuff, or like the slave, were like, well, not like the slaves, but like during those medieval times, I think it was like the medieval times, we were that time when they would make the Bible, or so just to make them listen to the king, to their people, they would be like, don't do this or you go to hell. Or you can't do this, like no sex before marriage, no tattoos, no things, just all that stuff. Some of this stuff was made by the people who were over the peasants and stuff, and they was like, don't do this because it's bad. We don't want you to do it. You could do it, but it's bad. So like I said, I can reach it. I don't want to turn this to the church or nothing. I don't know everything. I don't know everything at all. I don't. But like I said, I believe in stuff, but I don't like to believe in somebody else that's not doing what I'm supposed to do. So we talking about T.D. Jakes is out here telling us to not do this, and he going to these Diddy parties doing the same stuff that he's telling us is a sin. You know, just so that's like that's why a lot of people say this. Let's say you haven't been to, I haven't been to church. I had like me, I haven't been to church in a little bit. But something like you have your own church within yourself. Here, you can listen to stuff, you can hear stuff, you can go, you can watch TV, watch videos. So a lot of people, I know they used to be think, don't go to church. You know, grandma would say it all the time. She would get mad if we didn't, and she would come pick us up every Sunday. We go out to New Bethel, we go to church. I know one day me and my sister missed Sunday school because we go to Sunday. We get up. I'm talking about like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, because church starts at like 11 something. So we get like 8 or 9 o'clock. We up there early. And one week, like my sister sitting in the car. We ain't going to Sunday school. We gonna sit in the car and eat candy or something. I thought we was eating candy or something. And my grandma, she was there, but she found out that we wasn't in there because she seen we wasn't there. And I remember this to the day. I'll never forget it. My grandma was like, she came out there and she seen us, and she had to look at my face, and she saw me. She's like, I got a bone to pick with you. She said, I got a bone to pick with you because we did not go to Sunday school. She told it to be. You know, my sister was mad at my sister too, but for specifically me, because I was like literally, they would probably think my sister did rob. But I was so good, like she would never think it, but me, I would skip out on Sunday school. But yeah, and she's like, I don't ever want you to see you not go to Sunday school when we didn't miss it. We did, cause she was just so upset. She was so upset. But like things like that, we can't. It's like um, we did these things back in the day, like our old grandma and stuff. They was in that religion, like they believed straight set on the Bible where everything was set. It's what you do, what you don't do. But in these days, we know everybody isn't perfect. We all not perfect. We got people do things that we not shouldn't do. I do things I shouldn't do. You do things, listen to me, shouldn't do. But we I just feel like my thing religious, like it's hard to believe everything. Everybody's people that's talking, like it's just a few people that I can listen to and say, okay, you know what they're talking about. It's just I just feel like I just believe in God for myself and what He just does for me and Jesus, and I just believe like my thoughts for Him. I don't want to be set on something in the book or this book said this, and but I just in my heart, everything in my I believe is in my heart. Let's just say like that. But I don't want to say something that I shouldn't say. Like I don't believe in the Bible or something. I don't want to say that because y'all don't. That's why I say it's kind of weird. But the TDJ thing, it's weird. It's just they don't. I have, they say it's Christ. I know for a fact that these things do have these Diddy parties, because I know Diddy's former manager. I know y'all listen to do Gene Deal. Listen to Gene Deal. He tells never ever tells a lie or tells something different. He was there the night Biggie got shot. He's been telling it the whole time. If y'all didn't heard it, the last big night. He tells a story about when he was the night Biggie got shot, and how he was in reality. I think now a lot of people the little stuff I've been listening to, the hit was possibly most likely for Puffy, but since Gene Deal was still doing his job in the way he knew what to do, he told the driver, run the light, run the next two lights, don't stop the light, run the light. So if they left that piece, y'all seen the video for it. He walked out the museum, and you see Gene was on top of the SUV. He was like on top hanging out, and you can see him stop for a minute. He told us because Diddy was like, Gene, get your ass in here. And he's like, I'm trying to protect you. And Gene like, if you don't get back in here, you never work a bad boy again. And Gene, instead of listening to his heart, he's like, he needed it. He wanted to still work. He got in there. And that's when you see him pull out and you hear the gunshot. It's crazy how quick it went, because it was so quick. It's like, and from looking at it, the place was if you look at the area, it's so small. Like you can't. How the hell did nobody see nothing or can't catch them at the way that intersection, man? That museum is like right. It's like right there. And so that's what he said, but these parties, he say, these Diddy parties, these parties are real because Gene has talked about them, and he's talked about them since like he's talked about a lot of stuff that happened. One of them, he said it was one night him and Ja Rule was in the. It was he said Puffy, Ja Rule, and someone was in the room. And once somebody, Ja Rule's cousin, son need to talk to Ja Rule or something, but Diddy was told him, he's like, whatever you do, Gene, don't let nobody in this room. And Gene was like, nope, can't nobody come in the room. And says he's gonna fight the dude because the dude was like, no, I gotta go in there. And then he said, Ja Rule popped out there with his shirt off and pants, like he like, hey, don't, hey, and he seen his cousin, oh, he cool, man, I don't know, but don't nobody come in there. There was some freaky shit going on in there. We don't know what it was. Women in the room. It was like two women and two dudes. But hey, Gene was did that. So Diddy And Diddy used to go shopping for like butt plugs and stuff. He said Diddy was to shop for butt plugs and shit. And he was like, Gene was like, "What the hell you doing with butt plugs?" He's like, "Gene, let me shop. Can I shop?" Like, hey, okay. So I I know for a fact. I know for a fact, but I know for sure. If you go listen, like I said, I'm pretty sure Gene has talked about it. He's already talked about these parties. He already, I just, I'm pretty sure whatever happened at these parties has happened. I'm pretty sure Will Smith has been there. I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff has been happening at these parties that you wouldn't believe um, it would happen. You would think these men would be doing shit. It's Hollywood, man. These niggas in Hollywood are just it's weird. Like, I guess you can get so much money that you just feel like you can just do whatever you want and it don't matter. I guess it's what Hollywood. I can see myself doing this. I've never really listened to TD Jakes preach anything, but I would not put it past him that this shit has happened. Cause the parties that Diddy's had, these free, those are real. Those are, like I said, Gene told us the deals about those years ago. So we been on that. Just don't know who was at these parties. He's already said all the there's and he said a lot of shit. Like, this is the funniest one. He said one day he was talking to Mary J. Blige. And he said this in his book. So I don't know if he still, but he said he was talking to Mary J. Blige, and they was at a dinner or something, and she was just feeling down. She was just talking, and then she was like, I think it's like a little bit before she made it, but she was still big, but she was like, but we knew who she was. That's pretty much. And she was like, "Dang, how many dicks do I gotta suck to make it out here? Like to get known, to get up?" And he said Gene was looking at like, what? Literally, this was his Mary J. Blige said that. That's what he said. How many dicks did she got to suck to get known or get up, get get recognized? I mean, that's Hollywood though. Hollywood. In Hollywood, you can do so much. It's just, I guess you can just do whatever you want in Hollywood. But that's my thoughts there, man. But the last thing is the NFL. Let's just talk about the NFL. NFL playoff picture. So the Cowboys and the Dolphins. First off, the Cowboys and Dolphins. Um, Now that I noticed that the Cowboys don't have no linebackers, I posted this in my Madden talk post about Madden, because a lot of guys like to put their safeties at linebacker on Madden and expect to stop the run, and they want to compare everything realistic to Madden. Well, we seen what happened when the Cowboys they got safeties out there, undersized safeties at linebacker. Yeah, you see them get a bunch of takeaways and interceptions and stuff and passing them, but they can't. They getting ran on because they're undersized. Richard Sherman pointed this out before too. When you put safeties out there, I don't care who they are, they gonna get ran over. And I feel like if Miami can run the ball the way Buffalo ran, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be hard for it to stop. But the fact that we playing in Miami and the weather is gonna be better, I give the Cowboys a better chance to win this game. But I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. So I'm gonna take Cowboys 31-34. I'm gonna say that. I'll say 31-34. And then my playoff picture, as of right now, if I'm going to pick a Super Bowl, like, the obvious choice is the game that's playing tomorrow, the Ravens and the 49ers. That's the obvious, most likely option for a Super Bowl. But the way I see these teams playing, and Buffalo's coming back up, they going. If I'm supposed to be real with it, I still like the Chiefs. I still like the Chiefs in the NFC. But I do like Baltimore. I think the Ravens, but I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs over the Ravens in the NFC Championship. 49ers over Dallas in the NFC Championship. 49ers Chiefs part 2. It could flop though. But see, I had Chiefs Cowboys early this year. I said Chiefs Cowboys. So flip it, flop it on NFC. Either one, depending on where they play. That's what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? Thank everybody for tuning in. If you like this type of podcast, let me know. Drop a like, say something. Like I said, we out here. Peace. And J-Mail, you still can't beat me because I'm the one who ended your career. If you don't know the J-Mail story, go back and watch my old videos. All my YouTube people know. Yeah.